Hi everyone, it's Jen on the go. Welcome back to this channel, or if you are new here, welcome to this channel. A therapist reached out to me via email last week to disclose what one of his clients, who is also an Instacart customer, shared with this therapist in one of their sessions regarding his or her admission into constantly scamming on the Instacart platform. This therapist did receive his client's permission to share his or her scamming tactics on this channel. Wow, you need to hear this, so stay with me. Okay, let's go. It is no secret that there are some Instacart customers who fraud the Instacart platform every single day by stating they did not receive their entire grocery order. And when this happens, they are refunded by Instacart, and who pays the price? The Instacart shopper. Every single time. It seems just about every day I receive some type of comment from an Instacart shopper who was unfairly deactivated because of one of these claims. And this is an example. This is happening to me right now. 101 units, a batch nobody wanted to take because of no tip, which was getting the fire flame next to it, with a total batch payment of $9. I only took it because it was a very slow night, and something is something. I went above and beyond, and now the customer reported it all missing. I reported it back as fraud, and no, my account just got suspended. Unbelievable. This is now a very common occurrence on the Instacart platform, and Instacart is complacent. So, while Instacart continues to be complacent and to turn a blind eye to this and wrongfully deactivate innocent shoppers who are just seriously out there trying to make money and who are doing the right thing, servicing customers above and beyond, we don't have to, nor should we be complacent here. I received an email from a therapist last week who asked me to share this information with the viewers on this channel. So of course, when I do receive emails like this, there's no way that I'm not going to share this with the public in the hopes that Instacart will see this. Before I read the email, I do want to let you know this therapist is not letting me know if this is a male or a female customer, so I'm going to be using the word they, but it could be either a he or a she. Here's what this therapist's email said to me. Hi Jen, I am a therapist and I have a client who has confided in me about their consistent scamming on Instacart. What we talk about is private and confidential, but I did receive their permission to share their tactics with the Instacart shoppers community as they genuinely feel guilty about their actions. And I wish that it was harder for customers to defraud shoppers. I watched your channel and suggested that they write you, but they feel safer having it be anonymous. So here I am. I encourage you to do a video so this can be made aware to all shoppers, especially as Instacart transitions into new leadership roles and works its way around changing its system. Sincerely, this therapist's name. So here we have an Instacart customer confiding in his therapist, admitting that he is a consistent Instacart customer scammer, frauding the system, reporting that he is not getting his groceries. So to this therapist, I want to personally thank. He didn't have to email me, but he chose to do this because the more we know as shoppers and the more we can play offense to protect our accounts, because certainly at this time, Instacart is turning a blind eye and they are allowing this behavior to happen over and over again. It is numbing, it is tiring, deflating, and infuriating. Here are the things from this therapist that his client wants all Instacart shoppers to be aware of. Number one, a customer can go through about 7 missing item claims per order, 7 different times, and about 2 missing whole orders before being flagged and suspended by Instacart. That's number one. Number two, from this customer, always videotape your deliveries, even covertly. Unless it is someone you know and trust and deliver regularly to, always videotape your deliveries. Check your state laws around this. It protects you. Deliver your orders in open-faced boxes so everything can be accounted for, not bags, even if you have to switch it out for yourself. Number three, Instacart always has the ability to track a customer's IP address. Despite this, even when the delivery address is changing, Instacart is well aware that it's someone just making a new account. And as long as they have Instacart Express, they'll keep letting it slide. wrong address listed but correct address in delivery instructions. An example is that the address is 123 Run Street, apartment 11. The customer could say apartment 12 in the delivery instructions, or 124 Run Street, apartment 11. The idea is that their address has been flagged or suspended before, so they will edit in the delivery instructions the correct address and say that due to technical difficulties, Instacart won't let me change it or edit it. You see that? You run from that order. Number 4, buying the shopper snacks and drinks, giving them a false sense of security, especially if the customer says to leave at the door, whether it be for social distancing or because they're sick, quarantining, etc. This makes the shopper think that the customer is kind and friendly, lowering their walls and driving away feeling good about the order until it's marked as delivered to the wrong address, that is. Number 5, encouraging the shopper to leave the groceries at the door without marking off that box option on the order. Number 6, buying a ton of middle range and cheap options. The most obvious scam is buying several or even a couple of expensive items and reporting those missing. But what many seasoned scammers do is that they get their usual grocery items they never would buy themselves but want to try it, that are mid-ranged and cheap, and report those items as missing. Then, with the credit that they get, that's how they will then buy the expensive items. Number 7, delivering to a place of business or anywhere where cameras are visible and notable. If a customer reports an item missing, all they have to do is tell the chat support or in the feedback box, write, "This was delivered to a place with video cameras," to pressure Instacart to fulfill the refund. Instacart won't share this with the shopper, and they're too afraid of the bad publicity or too lazy to investigate with the cameras that are there or not if they're fake. But with the camera claim, Instacart already views that as being enough evidence to convict the shopper. Ugh. And number 8, according to this Instacart customer, is any tip that's more than 15 to 20% is tip bait. This is what he's stating about that. To dive into detail here, if a shopper sees a large tip, it's bait. It's as simple as that. More and more news articles are circulating on the fact that a customer's order in any delivery service won't be picked up if there's no tip. So they place large tips to get a shopper to take their order. This doesn't necessarily mean that they'll take the entire tip away, but it is a red flag because the customer is already manipulating the shopper before they even start their order. Regarding this last one, I personally don't agree that all customers who tip over 20% are tip baiting, because even me as an Instacart customer, I usually do tip over 20%. And in my area, the customers are generous with their tips, and I've never had a problem except for, well, twice. I've been tip baited twice, and it's not fun when this happens. But unfortunately, not all people are honest and generous, and this particular Instacart customer admits that he uses tip baiting as a way to lure his shoppers in, and you guys know that the higher the tip, the quicker the shopper will pick that up, only to have that tip taken away. Insanity. I do want to take this time to personally thank this therapist who emailed me this information so that Instacart shoppers could do more to protect themselves. And again, this is straight out of the mouth of one of his clients, who is an admitted Instacart customer who repeatedly scammed as an Instacart customer. Apparently, he is in therapy for this. So we appreciate any information that we can receive, which helps us to stay on the offense, because that is our only chance of preserving and keeping our accounts safe and staying ahead of that fraudulent customer the best way we know how. It is so sad and pathetic that it has come down to this, that Instacart shoppers even have to endure this, to have anxiety every time they deliver a grocery order. It's ridiculous. Now I have a therapist reaching out to me stating he wants to help because he sees that Instacart is turning their backs on shoppers. A lot of what this fraudulent Instacart customer is stating, shoppers already do know, but make sure again you go through this list and you really pick this apart and proceed the best way you know how in making sure that you are playing offense and not defense. Please let all of us know in the comment section below what you think about this particular fraudulent Instacart customer who is in therapy, and hopefully he won't be behaving this way anymore. And if you have anything additional you would like to add to this list of what shoppers can be warned about regarding these fraudsters that are just growing by the day. And if you are an Instacart customer and you are watching this by chance and you have frauded the system, we'd also like to hear from you as well. If you have additional information or stories you would like to tell about perhaps more fraudulent activities from a customer's perspective or a shopper's perspective, please don't hesitate in emailing me. You can do so anonymously and I will keep you anonymous. You have my word on that. Thank you all so much for being here and for helping me to advocate for Instacart shoppers, because that's what I am here to do. And I can't do this without your help. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.